Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike.
Lead.
For you. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Watch it.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
Dalton now to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
Lead. Here we go. Can.
Here we go.
Another chance for Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's holding in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Got his man, it's Eifert. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check. Lucky.
Take two of them.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Cross.
Safety's creeping.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. 25 yards to pick up there, also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Focus.
Hot. Check. Rush in.
Double.
Rush in.
Flag, what's that?
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
44.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike.
Flag, what's that?
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check nickel.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, let's go. Check 4. Check 13.
Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Show that bench release and go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Go 58 to the mic. Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
180. Monday. Black and turn.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now second and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Double bump. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. But now it's 3rd and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey. 4 down. Sponge. No.
Solid, 5 down.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Black, what's that?
Then to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Whip.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Hey, check.
93, 52, 90.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Open man is Uzomah. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike's 50. Come on.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Dalton throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Stop your whining.
Hey, go, 368. Hey, echo.
55.
Hands up.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to hand the hook up to Ross. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Yeah, baby.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely, the pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go, here we go.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Alert, alert. Like I said.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
230.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Check. Fresno.
Kicker, got spin.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Let's go, baby.
That
Let's
one
go.
a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Nick Bennett. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with
Good
our
work,
referee.
boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
Like 80.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On second and a long way to go. Roethlisberger. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contested.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you, punk.
Alert, alert.
50's the mic. 50's like
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Ross on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
368.
Here's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Steelers take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 20-yard line.
All right, now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Mike, 58,
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Kill.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It got his man complete. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Dalton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives. And under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, crunch, crunch.
Hey.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
44. Here you go.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Leave!
3rd and 1. What will Dalton dial up? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it, taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run! Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50! All day, just like that, just like that.
Check 50, check 50.
50's the Mike!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
So Dalton now. Open man is Uzama. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll run with Mixon. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, 81 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Roethlisberger will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Black 30. Go, Bill. Black is third.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Let's go one more.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Snicker. 44.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike.
Bravo.
Watch the run.
Black,
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Start. 180.
Hey, watch the screen. Monday.
Screen. Jack 16.
Here we go, 50.
One last shot for Roethlisberger, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.